What does an open relationship mean anyway? Why do so many of them fail? When do I know is the right time to open a relationship? Should we even open our relationship? These are questions that I get asked a lot as a relationship and sex coach. And today I'm going to share with you 3 counterintuitive tips that can help you succeed if you choose to have an open relationship, as well as a few words of caution. Many times what I see is people think they want an open relationship because that seems like the only other option to monogamy. So maybe you're in a monogamous relationship and you want something different. Maybe a little something is missing. Maybe you want a little more freedom or a little more passion, or you want something new and to spice it up. So you think, well, let's figure out what an open relationship means and maybe give that a shot. So my word of caution is that maybe what you're wanting can be available without having a fully open relationship. What I've seen with fully open relationships is that they require a lot of processing, and they require a lot of time to have one that is conscious and intentional, where both people feel really good in the open relationship. So today I'm going to talk about starting small and finding out what the actual desire that you have is around opening a relationship, and separate that from some big crazy fantasy that is given by Hollywood or the magazines or something that you've just seen that you thought, oh wow, that would be amazing, without actually really considering how much work it is to make that happen. So my first counterintuitive tip is, if you want more freedom, then lean in and provide more security. So neuroscience says that when trust is present and security is present in a relationship, it stimulates an oxytocin bond. Oxytocin is a neurotransmitted chemical that provides safety in relationship. They call it the cuddle hormone. It makes us bond together as humans. So when that is present, it provides a container of safety. And within that container of safety, then your primary partner may be more open to the idea of opening something up in some way. So how you can help to see if this container of safety and a healthy amount of oxytocin is present in your relationship is by first checking in. Do I feel a sense of security and intimacy and connection and safety in this relationship? And check in with yourself. And then check in with your partner and ask them. And this can be a wonderfully connecting conversation to actually ask the question of, do you feel safe, loved, and secure in our relationship? And if not, how can I better provide that for you? How can we work together to co-create a more connected, intimate experience together? And then you do the work of actually implementing and giving them what they need. Once that safe container is present, then we move on to the second tip. And my second tip is to move very slowly when beginning anything new involving an open relationship. So the tendency is to completely blow out by jumping in too quickly and saying, you know what, let's have a threesome with the neighbor, or, you know, I want to hook up with a random person at a bar this weekend. That's just what's happening. The tendency is to bring that to the table and then want to do it immediately. And my experience is that when people move really slowly, they have a much greater rate of success with opening their relationship in some way. And each step of the process can be highly erotic and breathe a ton of new passion and life into your relationship. So just having the conversation of, I have this desire and I love you so much and I really want to implement something new into our relationship. I'm curious what it might be like if we started flirting with someone, or if we opened our relationship in some way that still felt really safe here. And my primary concern is to make sure that it works for us and our relationship structure. And you just have the conversation, and as a possibility, as something that you're both kind of thinking about and dreaming about, and that in itself, you can bring into the bedroom, and sometimes that in itself is enough. And that was actually the desire, was just for the open relationship to be on the table. You know, you might have all of this amazing food on the table, and if you eat it all, you're going to get stuffed, you're going to get sick, and it's not going to work out. So sometimes just knowing that it's on the table provides that extra little bit of passion that you're looking for. Then implementing the step of actually looking at, do we want to do the, are we wanting to do this together and possibly flirting with and maybe potentially bringing in a third, or are we wanting to go off on our separate ways, and do we want it to be a don't ask, don't tell? Do we want it to be something that we talk about, and actually just really fleshing out the details of it, and then having a conversation of, you know, well, who do you think is sexy? Oh, well, I think this person's sexy. Maybe you go out together and you look around and you see who at the event is sexy, or who at the bar is sexy, and you're looking around and you're kind of flirting together. And then once again, bringing that energy back into your relationship. And then and only then do you even consider actually going forward with and doing something, when both people have talked about, you know, the emotions that have come up for them, their concerns, jealousy, fear, any of that. And these are the kind of conversations that I facilitate with people around relationship structure and around how it feels to implement some of these new ideas. The third tip is, when whoever is feeling more cautious about opening the relationship is the driver. So whoever has the concern around it is the one who is in the driver's seat. So that means, as the one who really wants to do it, you're in the passenger seat. And your job is to continue providing that safe oxytocin space, that warm blanket where your partner feels really safe and secure. They're in the driver's seat, they're driving, they have control, which also helps them feel more safe and secure in the process. You're over there in the passenger seat providing security. You're over there providing reassurance in the exact way that they need. You're providing love and helping them feel really safe along the way, and directing a lot of your attention on them and not on whoever else it is that you're considering bringing in. And this gives you the opportunity to really work on delayed gratification. So it's really great to have this desire and really want it, but then not be attached to it, and just experiencing all of the elements along the way, and experiencing the delayed gratification and all of the juicy connection that occurs as you and your partner are considering doing this. So the best rule of thumb when you're considering opening your relationship is to make sure that the foundation of your primary relationship is really secure, and there's intimacy, there's trust, and there's safety, such that there's space to actually open it up. And if you are wanting to open it up as a way to fix a lack of intimacy, connection, or safety, it generally doesn't work, and many times it crashes and burns, and sometimes there's damage that's done that's irreparable. So if you do want to open it up, more power to you. I invite you to do that, and remember to move slowly, let the other person be in the driver's seat, and provide stability if you're wanting more freedom. I hope this helps on your journey with how to open up a relationship and what that